welcome back to my channel. I know this isn't the usual setup that I have, but that's because I'm in the middle of cleaning my room around, so this is how we're doing it today. This is normally where I sit at when I'm editing and stuff. I'm at my computer desk, but today's video is going to be my 3/4 check-in for my 2021 goals. Now, if you've watched any of the last ones that I've done, if you do see Luna in the background, it's because she is climbing around on my bed, so you'll probably see her wandering. I'm not really quite sure what she's up to, but anyways, so I'm going to go through each of my goals and kind of go over everything. But before I do, I want to welcome anyone who's new to my channel. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so down below. I do tons of different videos on stuff like candle review series. I do a lot of witchy content, unboxing specifically. I also do hauls, both from thrift stores and witchy hauls, Halloween hauls. I just put out a couple of summer videos, and right now this is going to be my last video before I jump into my Halloween content, which I'm excited about, which I will also have a brief announcement about at the end of the video. Let's get into today's video topic, which is my 2021 goals check-in, which this video I obviously mostly make for myself so I can keep myself in check. I do procrastinate quite a bit. So the first goal was to read at least 12 books for the year, and so far I have not quite kept up with the pace that I needed to keep up with, but I still have a bit of time. But this quarter I actually read 3 different books. A couple of them I've had for a while and it took me a while to get through them, so technically I started at least one of these before 2021, but it's because you're supposed to do one every day, so it took me a while to get through the book. Technically you could jump ahead, but I wanted to actually do it one at a time. So I am going to start with the one that I was just talking about, which is called Moonlight Gratitude, and it is by Silva. Basically, it's 365 nighttime meditations for deep and tranquil sleep all year long. So since I did start this last September, it obviously took me a while to get through the whole book. It does go in order starting with January, but since I bought it in September, I started in September and ended in September. But it starts on January, which I will show you guys, and they all have really beautiful photos. I will read one for you. I'm gonna find a shorter one though, just because of time's sake. Actually, I might as well read the one for today, which today is the 27th of September. It's actually kind of a long one, but it's fine. So the 27th of September says, the mind can seem most active late at night when you are most in need of sleep. Quiet the mind, create a space of stillness. You may feel resistance at first because the brain wants to continue its endless loop, but with persistence, stillness can take over. Begin in a comfortable position and take in a deep breath through your nose and hold it for 1 count. As you exhale, open your mouth, allowing your breath to be louder than your thoughts. Repeat 10 times. Notice the stillness you create with just your breath. Now this book has tons of stuff like that in here. Some of it's reflective, some of it's like little meditative kind of things and mantras, but I really ended up liking this book, and I almost want to go through the whole thing again because I'm sure I don't remember the ones from when I started it last year. Like, I definitely did not remember today's because I ended this on the 10th of September, so I definitely had already forgotten that one, so I might actually start this over. But it's definitely a really cool book. If I can find any of these books, I will link them down below like I did in my last video. But I definitely recommend this book, especially if you're somebody who has insomnia like I do. It was definitely very helpful to have something to kind of read off and think about as I was going to sleep. The next book is kind of the same thing, and though I read the whole book, I have not completed the whole book, and I'm gonna end up showing you guys some pages out of here, but I'm gonna show you some of the ones that I haven't done yet, just because this does ask very personal and thought-provoking questions. But this one is called the Nocturnal Journal by Leigh, Crutchley, and it's a late night exploration of what's really on your mind, and I really like this book as well. Again, I do have insomnia, so I have a hard time sleeping, so things like this kind of helps me get in the mood for bed. Let me find one I have not done. I have done quite a few of these, so there are not many blank pages left. Okay, I can show you this one because this isn't one really that you write on in particular, but it's just an interesting question. It says, are you living or existing? Which I think is an important question we should all answer for ourselves. But basically the way I did this one, instead of going in order when I was filling it out, I basically would just go like this, and then whatever page I stopped on would be the page that I would complete that night. And I obviously didn't use this every night. It was just the nights that I really couldn't sleep, because it doesn't ask you just basic simple questions. Let me see if I can find another blank one for you guys. This one seems simple, but when you actually put a lot of thought into it, it can be a more in-depth question. It says, it's late at night and your phone is buzzing. Who is it and what do they want? Think carefully before you're writing a reply. It doesn't say if you know, it's who actually is sending you a message, or if it's who you want to send you a message and who you would hope it would be. So that's kind of left for interpretation, but a lot of these questions are definitely a little more than surface questions. Like, I'm not going to leave this long enough for you to read, but quite an in-depth question that was on this one. It just says, write a letter to someone you've lost. So there are ones like that in here that really make you think and make you spend time on a subject or thing that's bothering you. So I definitely recommend this. This is great for insomnia because it makes you think about something so in depth that by the time you're thinking about it, you've got it out of your system. So it's definitely a really good tool. I definitely suggest this book. And then the last one is probably the funnest book that I've picked up, and I'm glad I finally read through it because I had bought it a while ago, and it's just funny as hell. And it's called Zen as Fuck by Monica Sweeney, and it is so funny. It's got a lot of different pictures in here and activities and short stories and stuff, but it's really, really funny. Let me show you some of the funnier ones in here. It's got a great sense of humor in it. It's supposed to help you, you know, relax and whatnot, but it also pokes a lot of fun at stuff to kind of make you laugh. Now, I have not done all of these yet either. Like I said, I did read it all, I just haven't completed it. Like, this one's funny. Okay. Dreams are for dick bags. Don't get stuck in your dream state. While dreams are the heart and soul of a new idea, of any new adventure, or the bridge you haven't yet crossed, they're also completely fucking useless if you don't do anything with them. What are dreams you want to make a reality? Are they achievable? Are they batshit insane? Let's make a list. See what dreams you can actually live. Be a doer, not a dick bag. This is so amusing, and I think it's a new fun way to kind of emphasize why you need to do stuff. And the journal's titled A Journal for Practicing the Mindful Art of Not Giving a Shit. I love this book so much. It is so fucking funny, and I definitely suggest you check it out. It's great for if you've got a good sense of humor. I mean, it's also helpful stuff too. It's just got a different way of being helpful, and I love that about it. Those are the 3 books that I had been focusing on. Again, if I can find them, I will list them all down below. I definitely suggest you guys check them out. They're pretty awesome. The next item on my 2021 too is to be vegetarian for a year. I have slipped up here and there, but not too often. For the most part, I've not really eaten meat hardly at all. There's been a few instances here and there. Like around my birthday I did because someone made me a dinner and it was really nice and thoughtful. And then for my brother's birthday in July, we had a barbecue, so I'm not going to ask him on his birthday to cook me something completely different than what he wanted to cook for himself. So that would have been an asshole move, and I'm not going to do that. So for the most part though, I've been doing pretty well with keeping up that diet. It's not really that difficult of a diet because I didn't eat a ton of meat to begin with, which I didn't realize, and it's probably from when I was a vegetarian the first time around. I used to eat a lot of meat before that, and then I think when I started eating meat again, I just never fully like immersed myself back in meat. Like, I hate hamburger. I don't really eat a lot of pork or anything. Like, chicken was probably the thing I ate the most, and it's been fine not to eat that. It's not really that big of a deal. So that's going great. And sorry if my eyes are glossy, I just coughed, and I've had a little bit of a cold lately, and no, it's not COVID, so no worries. The next item on our list is to get a tattoo. I still have not done that. I have not found the time to do it, honestly. I would say time is the biggest factor right now. It's not money, has not been a factor at all, so that's not the issue, and I already kind of have an artist in mind to do the tattoo. Just finding the time to do it has been tricky. The company I work for, much like most of the US, has been so short-staffed that getting time away from work has been way too difficult, to be quite honest with you. And by the time I get out of work every day, I wouldn't have a whole lot of time to go and get a tattoo before the tattoo shops close. Like, it's a small window, and it would not be enough to get something of what I want done, which has a lot of detail in it. So I've been trying to figure that out. It's definitely one of those things where I really want to get it this year. I do. But unless I get the opportunity to have some time off to go actually get it done, because I know it's going to be, you know, a nice chunk of time. It's going to be several hours. It's going to be a while before I can get it done, sadly. So kind of holding off on that. Hopefully this year, but we'll see how that goes. I'm really sad to say that, but that's kind of been how it is everywhere. Everywhere I know, every place that my friends all work, they're all shorthanded. It's kind of insane. So Number 4 on my list is to hit 100 subscribers by the end of the year. Last time I looked, which I believe was a couple days ago, I was at 60 people, so hello to all of the new viewers that I have on my channel. I believe that is 10 since the last video that I did. I'm not quite sure, I can't remember. I am on my way to 100 viewers, but like I've said before, having a ton of viewers on my channel and having a huge platform is not my goal. I just want a creative outlet, and if you guys enjoy watching me make these videos and have an outlet to make something and learn how to edit and film and all that, then I'm glad you guys are enjoying it, and I'm glad you guys are here. So with that being said, thank you for being part of my small little channel. Once I do get to 100 subscribers, like I said before though, I do want to do a giveaway, and I do have plans for that. So when we do get there, you guys will be the first to know about that, and we'll see what happens. Number 5 is to lose 100 pounds by the end of the year. Now, I can say with 3 months to go, I don't think I'm going to make that goal. If you've seen this series of videos, then you already know from the beginning of the year that I didn't properly start off with a beginning weight like I should have. I don't know why I didn't think to do that. A huge fault of my own, obviously. I have been losing weight. I have been losing a decent amount of weight, and I'm very happy with how it's been going, but I don't think I'm going to hit 100 pounds by the end of the year, but I'm still proud of myself for what I have done. And also, I have hit a plateau the past month and a half, 2 months. After my last video, I did lose a little bit more weight, but then it just stopped. I haven't gained any, but like I literally cannot get it to drop down any further. So I'm gonna see if there's something to use to kind of change up my diet a little bit without sacrificing being vegetarian. So we're gonna see how that goes. I'm gonna try to figure something out. I did have a doctor's appointment to try to talk to a nutritionist through my doctor who works in her office, but unfortunately I did have to cancel that appointment because I got called into work. So that didn't quite work out the way that I had hoped. I definitely need to get the ball rolling on it again. This happened to me in the past years ago when I lost weight, where I got to like plateau where it didn't matter what I did. It stopped. My weight stopped dropping for like no reason. But I have been doing research on it, so hopefully I can change that soon. And then lastly on my list is to get organized. This one obviously out of all of them has been the easiest to do, and I've had really no issue keeping it up. I don't know, yeah, you can't see it in the video. Just above my head on this wall behind me, actually a couple days ago, I just put a bunch of new shelving up. Here, actually, let me do this for you guys. There. They're still empty. I haven't had time to like put stuff on them. I have a bunch of stuff crammed in like this little cubicle behind me. It's like my bedside table. It was nice and organized, but the cat has decided she likes laying in that little cubicle part. So I'm gonna move some of that stuff up to one of those shelves so that she can actually lay in there. And I do need to organize that a little bit better. But other than that, for the most part, I've had no issue with keeping organized. I've even been more organized at work. So that's definitely going great with no issue. So that is the end of my 2021 goals update. And again, I will do the final one in December at the end of the month, just to kind of end out the year with what's changed, what I was able to complete 100%, and all that. But now for the announcement for October. Now, last year, I did 3 videos a week. I did one where I was reading scary stories, and then I did my traditional videos that I do every week, and then I did some other fall content, whether it was going to a cider mill, carving a pumpkin, horror movie review, I think I did, stuff like that. 3 videos a week was very hard for me to keep up with a year ago. Things at my work have gotten worse with staffing issues, so it's going to be way too hard for me to keep up with a guaranteed 3 videos a week. I'm going to try my hardest to do 3 videos, but I can't promise that. So what I am going to promise is the 2 videos a week. I am definitely going to do 2 videos a week, Mondays and Thursdays. If I can get a 3rd video out, I'm either going to do them Wednesdays or Saturdays. I'm still kind of up in the air on which day those will be done. I will obviously let you guys know on my Instagram what the final schedule is going to be, but by the time I post this video, it'll be the 30th. So after this video is going to be the very first fall content video. So I don't know if you guys want a preview of what that video is going to be, or if you want it to be a surprise. So if you don't want to know what it is, then go ahead and click off this video now. It's going to be a Halloween haul that I've gotten from several places, including the thrift store. So that's my next video. Definitely found lots of cool stuff, and I can't wait to show that to you guys. And that's pretty much it for today's video. Again, just trying to hold myself accountable for these goals that I have set, and I will see you guys in October for all of our Halloween content, and I'm so excited and I can't wait to share all that stuff with you guys. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.